Discovering your life purpose. Welcome, my name is Esther De Angelis, and I am committed to powerful transformation and creative awakening in the world. I have spent much of my adult life, the last 20 years in fact, exploring and delving deeply into an enormous range of psychological, healing and spiritual disciplines. I am a professional hypnotherapist, visionary coach, speaker and healer, and I will be sharing with you some powerful concepts about your purpose in life in this audio program. How best to use and express your unique talents and gifts in the world. I will then take you on a guided journey to connect passionately with your life purpose and reveal fresh insight as to how to be present for and engage with those activities and states of being which bring you the most joy, fulfillment and sense of how valuable and miraculous your life actually is. Making a powerful difference in the world. Having worked with hundreds of clients and talked to thousands more in my workshops and everyday life, I am constantly struck by how important it is for human beings to contribute their gifts to the world. As Marshall Rosenberg, the creator of nonviolent communication, points out, time and time again when he asks people what gives them the most satisfaction, fulfillment and happiness in life, it is always contributing in a meaningful way to other people's lives. We human beings feel such delight, strength and purpose when we know in our hearts that life's not just about us and our needs, but reaching out beyond ourselves to make a powerful difference in the world. We know deep inside, consciously or unconsciously, that we are not independent beings who must strike out on our own and conquer the world, but rather interdependent beings who thrive on a connection with everything and everybody. We recognize that one person's happiness and joy lifts and inspires others, giving them hope and renewed aspiration. And we can acknowledge that one person's success in any field, whether it be artistic, sociological, political, technological, spiritual or scientific, leads to leaps in the imagination of what's possible for all of us in the world. We recognize that in those moments when we are courageously expressing and realizing all that we can be, we are completely nourished with life. And we know deep in our hearts that really to win means that everybody wins, and that in any given moment we can choose to fear or to love, to fear life or to love it. Our choice, moment to moment. You see, human beings are magnificent meaning-making machines. Everything we do has a narration, with a voice inside our heads that constantly comments about our circumstances as they unfold. We then attach a meaning to events. In other words, a point that proves something about ourselves or about life. The pertinent issue is that many of us are going about our lives proving on some level that life has failed us and not delivered the goods, or that we have failed life and not delivered. So just consider for a moment, what is the story of your life that most stops you from creating the experiences you most want in life? What do you repeat to yourself over and over again when the going gets tough? For many of us, it is some version of "I'm not good enough," "I can't do it," and thus it is we give up and complain instead. We choose to believe our dreams aren't possible and decide that people who live extraordinary lives are completely and uniquely different from us. They're not. It's just that they have more mental resources at their disposal such that they deal well with setbacks, are flexible, open, and don't take life personally. There is no story or meaning about them implied in the setback. It's just part of life. We have, in the majority, grown up and understood from our parents, our teachers and our peers that life is simply a failure. Life hasn't lived up to our expectations. We can't just wish for something and whoosh, it appears. We discover at a young age that we are not omnipotent, that we can't control life, and things do happen that we're not prepared for and don't make sense. As a child, we make a potent decision that we're not good enough, or life's not good enough, and project that framework onto our experiences of life for the rest of our lives. And then, as adults, we wonder why our lives aren't working, why we feel so dead inside, so disappointed. In choosing to discover your life's purpose with the help of this audio, you have already recognized that it is possible to readjust your course through life and live powerfully and purposefully. When we are really able to grasp the nature of our gifts and talents and put them to the service of something extraordinary in the world, life becomes a glorious adventure. It's true, things happen beyond our control. Our expectations for success often get dashed to the ground, and life continually presents new challenges. But the key to life is to learn to be courageous and act in the face of those fears. The fear of failure, the fear of taking risks and standing out, the fear and responsibility of success. The best way that we can live a bold, prosperous and purposeful life is to discover what we are absolutely impassioned about and motivated to transform. Then, if we play life lightly and drop the drama of the past and all those times we didn't succeed, we create a space for something new and surprising to emerge. When we give up the past, or rather the dramas we made of our pasts, and engage with the facts, we are free, moment to moment, to respond authentically and clearly. I'm sure you've often heard it said before, you can't control life, but you can control your reactions by acknowledging and questioning the validity of your thoughts and consequent feelings and behaviour. If we can clear the lens of our seeing in the world, we would just experience life as a stream of events unfolding in utter aliveness. If we could clear the lens of our seeing, we could recognize that life energy is constantly animating the world all around us, and we are connected to all of it. As the great spiritual teachers continue to say, we are everything and nothing. We are one, everything completely interconnected and related to everything else. Embracing our fears. As young babies, it has been discovered that we're only born with two innate fears, the fear of loud noises and the fear of falling. These are the only two biological survival programs around fear that we are given through nature. The rest is learnt. So when we consider fear itself, there are only really two types of fear: real fear and imagined fear. Real fear is experienced when we actually experience that our physical survival is in danger in that very moment. For example, falling from a great height, being in a car crash, being confronted with an attacker. Every other type of fear is simply imagined fear, meaning that it is anticipated fear. In that particular moment, there is absolutely no threat to your survival and well-being. Instead, that moment is being shaped by something you anticipate may or may not happen in the future. What's more, that fear is being created and imagined by referring to past experience and our stories about reality. Therefore, one of the greatest and most powerful fears we all share, the fear of failure, is simply imagined. In that moment, the failure isn't actually happening. The fear is real, but the failure isn't. The consequence of our particular learned fear of failure is that we then stop taking risks and give up on our dreams of fulfilling our amazing potential in life. We give up the vision of being courageous and freely expressing our talents and gifts fully in our relationships, in our careers, and settle for a small life. Failure itself is not a problem, but resisting failure is. Because as I'm sure you've heard many times before, what you resist persists. I believe to be successful and purposeful in life, we must learn to accept ourselves wherever we find ourselves in life. And as we learn to accept each moment of our lives as it is, we no longer fight with life and ourselves. Instead, we choose more moments of grace and open to its tremendous potential, the potential that awaits us all when we're not dragging the past into the present. When we let go of the story of how it's supposed to be, when we drop the story of how hurt we've been in life and choose instead to merely be open, to accept what is, to both the purposefulness of the moment and its purposelessness. Everything and nothing. Opening to the mystery and essence of life energy through you and all around you. When we embrace what is, we are fully enlivened by life, free of stress and tension, free of contraction, open, receptive. Thus it is that I am delighted that you have chosen to explore your life purpose, a vision of your greater self, resourceful, wise, and utterly creative. I am privileged to be your guide in this transformative process of rediscovering and recreating something that will nourish and nurture your true sense of self at this moment in time. When we give up the stories of the past of who we were and what we didn't accomplish, we give up the resignation and hopelessness. We step out of the realm of struggle and failure into a new realm of love and natural success. Instead of choosing to live life from a position of defense, of justifying our existence, we begin to embrace a new vision of what's possible, not only for ourselves, but for all our brothers and sisters in life.
Welcome to this Esther De Angelis hypnotic meditation journey. Do not listen to this whilst driving or operating machinery. but rather choose a time and a place where it is safe to relax and listen completely. A place where you can ignore the outside world and instead focus on your inner world. During this experience, it is best to sit or lie down, and it's usually helpful to close your eyes so that you can relax deeply. Feeling comfortable, you can then allow Esther to guide you on this beautiful journey.
Discovering your life purpose meditation. So let's begin. You are about to begin the process of hypnosis, which is a deep state of relaxation where you can access the unconscious to achieve positive changes, insight and revelation in your life. Bypassing the conscious mind to access deeper natural states of wisdom, deeper states of understanding, accepting and freedom. So make sure you're now sitting comfortably, arms relaxed by your sides or resting in your lap, and take a deep breath in and out. Letting go. Breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the nose. Letting go of any tension, closing your eyes and breathing deeply as you listen to the sound of my voice. Eyes closing, getting heavier, and you notice the contact of your body with the seat beneath you as you begin to relax, releasing tension from your body, letting go of any tension in your neck or your shoulders, letting it just drop away, melt away as you continue to notice your breathing. And let your breathing become velvety soft right now. Your breathing becoming gentle and easy and soft, effortless. And with every breath, with every exhalation, you allow yourself to relax even deeper. And I don't know whether you find the sound of my voice more relaxing or what I say more relaxing as you relax even deeper. Letting go of all tension, allowing your mind to float and drift and sink, because right now there's absolutely nothing that you have to do, nowhere that you have to be, absolutely nothing for you to do but relax. And just ahead of you now, I'd like you to imagine a beautiful staircase and slowly begin to walk towards the staircase. And you notice the steps going downwards. 10 steps. And just ahead of you, I'd like you to imagine a beautiful staircase. What is it made of? And slowly begin to walk towards the staircase, and you notice the steps going downwards. 10 steps. As you take the first step down, you will become more relaxed. 10% more relaxed. 10% more relaxed with each step. Sinking deeper into relaxation. Taking each step down. 9, 8. Mind becoming more relaxed. 7. Body sinking deeper and deeper into relaxation. 6. 5. 4. Letting go, becoming even more relaxed. 3. Mind drifting, softening. 2. Becoming more relaxed. 1. And you find yourself at the bottom step, facing a garden. I would like you now to enter this garden, your garden, to explore, to connect with nature, with beauty. And as you begin to venture around your garden, you notice any scents that may be coming from flowers and trees. And you slowly become aware of the sound of running water in the distance. And it may be a fountain or a pool or a small stream running through your garden. Go and see. And you let your hand touch the water and notice how it feels. Cold, refreshing, warm, cleansing. And continue to make your way around your garden. And as you do so, you see a wall around the garden. And that wall can be made of any material you should wish. Perhaps it's stone, wood, reeds, metal, bricks. A wall that defines your garden, a wall that gives you a sense of protection, protecting your place of safety and relaxation, of rest, of peace. And you may become aware that there are things in your garden you would like to change. So I invite you to call on invisible helpers to instantly and immediately manifest those changes for you, so that your garden is perfect for you in this moment, so that your garden is a perfect reflection of who you are in this moment. And as you continue to contemplate your garden, you're very aware of the quality of the air around you. Perhaps it's a warm, sunny day. Maybe it's very still or clear and fresh. And in the distance you see a light, and as you walk towards it, you see that it comes from a flame, and that fire can be as big or as small as you want it to be. You see the flame burning brightly and contemplate the light, energy and warmth it brings. And it may be that you want to rest for a moment and fully absorb the atmosphere, the complexity or simplicity of your garden, sitting or lying down and allowing yourself to feel completely relaxed, at peace, at home in your garden, connected to nature, connected to beauty and a sense of harmony. Notice what else or who else is in your garden and begin to prepare yourself for a journey, a soul journey with the aim of finding your life purpose, of discovering your life's calling and how to manifest your purpose with complete integrity and magic. In a moment, you're going to rise and make your way to the wall of your garden where a door has appeared. And as you approach it, you notice the texture, colour, design of this door out of the garden. You take the handle and open it and walk through, where you find yourself on a path. And as you walk along the path, looking left and right, you notice what you're wearing on your feet. Or perhaps you are walking barefoot as you observe the landscape all around you. And in the distance, you see the path splits into two, like a forked tongue. And I want you to choose the path that leads you to the timeless reality of who you are. Good. Keep walking, perceptive and receptive. And as you walk along this path, in the distance you see a glorious building, the building in which your soul chose this present lifetime, the soul temple. And you see the entrance ahead of you and go in. What do you see? What colours do you notice? Is it light or dark? Are you alone? Explore your surroundings and notice how you feel. Notice how you feel as you become aware of the presence of any beings or higher intelligences. And now you become aware of a screen or screens or a holographic image in this space. And as you look and focus your attention, you become aware of images, colors, textures, sounds, movements, connections that relate to choices you have made in this lifetime. Faces, bodies, relationships, environments, places. And as these flicker before you, you become aware of the image of the body you chose in this lifetime. This amazing vehicle for your consciousness, from conception and birth to adulthood to death. As you consider it, become aware of any particular reasons you chose this body, any lessons you chose to experience by having this body. And as you look upon the body you chose, do you see it in live action? Can you regulate the action yourself, or is someone else in control? Are you observing the scenes in which your body is participating, or do you actually enter the scenes of your current life as a participant, seeing them through your eyes, hearing them through your ears? And as various scenes flash before you, consider what scene interests and engages you the most. Why? What did you learn before you came to the Soul Temple, the place of life selection and purpose that guided you to make the decision to take on this specific body form, your sex, body type, country of origin? And while you are watching certain life scenes, are some more appropriate for certain body choices than others? And if you were to know, exactly how advantageous is it to have this body type? Consider the most positive aspects to being in this particular body, and the way life energy has flowed through and animated your body. What are the disadvantages? Now become aware of your brain and its intelligences, both the way it perceives, structures, and organizes information, and its creative, visual, and intuitive faculties, and its connection in the body to the environment around it through the senses. Sense of smell, taste, touch, sound and sight. Just notice how this brain differs from other recent bodily incarnations. What is your primary mission in life? How has it changed from what you see now? I would like you to notice if the goals in this lifetime are different from other lives, and if so, in what way? And just notice if there is any symbol, any colour that would help energize you to achieve your goals, helping you to keep your focus. And do you in fact see certain people in certain screens that you are supposed to work with in this lifetime? Is there anything else happening on the screens which is important for you to know, to understand? Are you living your life according to what is being revealed on the screens? If not, what is holding you back? How can you get around the obstacles? Is there anything else we could have missed that is permissible to know in this lifetime? And if you were to know, what is the principal service you are here to offer others? What is the best way of offering and expressing this service in this lifetime? Are there any resources that you need to put into place, materially, emotionally, or mentally, for you to realize this service? Serving humanity, serving the principle of life, supporting your primary mission and purpose in life. Becoming the best you're capable of being. Are you clear? And if you are still not clear, I'm going to count to 3 and click my fingers, and when I do, you will receive a flash of insight. 1, 2, 3. And are there any other wise beings present who could help you realize your life purpose, and in the process guiding you to be the best you can, serving humanity, helping you to share, express, and realize the synergy of talents and abilities that are completely unique to you, and their effect on the interactions you have with others in service. Do these wise beings have any words of wisdom to offer you? Any tools to assist you? Now, is there anything else you need to take away with you from the Soul Temple? And when you are ready, you prepare to leave by the original entrance and make your way back along the path, noticing what lies to the left and right, noticing how your body feels, what sounds are emerging. And you come to the place where the path forked and continue on. And as you walk, you consolidate all the learnings, all the information, all the receiving, all the insight you gleaned from within the Soul Temple. And as you continue making your way along the path, in the distance you see the door to your garden. You approach it and open it. As you step through into your garden, what do you notice? Is there anything different? Taking your time to once more explore your garden, to touch, to taste, to listen, to notice any differences in the way that you feel towards your garden, in the way that you feel towards yourself. As you acknowledge the clarity you feel about your life purpose, as you deepen your understanding of what you need to do to share your talents and serve humanity, and thus serve yourself. In a moment, I'm going to count to 5, and as I do so, you will notice my voice and any other sounds outside. 1. Noticing the weight of your body in contact with the chair. 2. Listening to your breath. 3. Tuning into your feelings. 4. Moving your fingers and your toes. And 5. Open your eyes and imagine 5 basketball players in fancy dress. Good. Take a moment. And when you're ready, take a notebook and pen. Begin to write down all the relevant observations and insights you had about journeying to the Soul Temple to discover your life purpose and what specific way it will manifest and be expressed through you. Recording your feelings, your sensitivities, any symbols, wisdom, words, anything else that will help guide you in realizing your dream to be of service in the world and make a powerful difference with joy and excitement, to live your life with extraordinary energy and passion, to live your life authentically, to live a life of integrity. Until we meet again, I just want to thank you for trusting me as your guide in this blessed journey of healing, becoming whole and realizing your passions, potential and dreams in life. In the process, contributing in an incredibly meaningful way to other people's lives. Through listening to and deeply receiving this audio program, I hope you are empowered and encouraged to create and manifest more and more moments where you are courageously expressing and realizing all that you can be. The flow of life nourishing and filling you with an extraordinary sense of purpose. I recommend that you listen to the introduction to this hypnosis program regularly over the next coming weeks. They are powerful principles and teachings, and they will help align you to your purpose as it continues to unfold. The Discovering Your Life Purpose hypnosis session I suggest you listen to once and then again at 3 to 6 month intervals. Should you wish to further discover more about yourself and the amazing possibilities that your life contains, please visit my website at www.estherdeangelis.com, where there are articles and information about the services that I offer. I also invite you to join me and my husband David on magical vision quests here in London and around the world. Equally, I invite you to participate in our various sound and creative awakening days and week retreats. I wish you beautiful and abundant blessings in life. Bye-bye.